The beginning of the camp really was almost 2 years ago. The players of the NHLPA came to us and said, we want to give back. If you're going to learn about what you should be doing before a game, nutrition, sports psychology, on and off ice training, our view was the best people to know from are the best hockey players in the world, those who play in the National Hockey League. On the first day of the program, all the kids flew in from really coast to coast. 42 top players that we scouted and brought to Toronto, trying to reach as many young hockey players, their coaches, and their parents as we possibly can.
Earlier in the year, I found out that it was a possibility that I would be maybe selected for the camp.
The camp news was delivered to me by my mom when I was in the car, and I was in shock.
Words couldn't come to my mind. I just went home, just thought about it a bit, and realized how lucky I was to be able to play.
The opportunity to see the best competition out there, I can grade myself against the other players and see where I stand as one of the top 42 players in Canada. It's an amazing honor. When I walked in the NHLPA office, there's a bunch of pictures of a bunch of really good hockey players, Patrick Kane, Crosby, Ovechkin.
He kind of pulled up beside me and said, you know, Dad, I want to have my picture on the wall as well one day.
I'm going to be one of those guys on the wall, and that's my goal.
You know, my response to that, of course, is, you know, through hard work, you know, you might just get your picture on that wall.
It was really fascinating for me because I've never experienced that. It's amazing, and I'm excited.
We did a head and shoulders shots that will be used for the TSN broadcast on Saturday. We had TSN do a number of sit-down interviews.
They were fitted out by Reebok with all new gear, made sure everything was good to go so that when they showed up the next morning, all that equipment would be ready for them in their stalls the next day. On day 2 of the camp was the first day the kids actually started some of the training. Food came out, and it wasn't your typical bacon and pastries. It was granola and yogurt.
There's nutrition, there's treatment, and then there's the training. And my belief is if you're not prepared to do the first 2, then you might as well not do the last one.
Gary was with the kids pretty much every step of the way.
When you add the nutrition and the body maintenance, strength training, treatment, along with the training, you end up getting players like a Jeff Skinner or a Steve Stamkos, guys that have made that commitment on and off the ice to be the best players they can be and trying to take advantage of every opportunity they can to learn and get better.
Kids then both got on the bus. All the campers were on one bus, the parents on the other, and came to the Hershey Center for the beginning of their training. Once they got here, all the kids were split up into 2 teams, Team Spezza and Team Shen.
The highlight so far was probably walking in the dressing room, looking at our new jerseys. Everybody was pretty stoked.
And then we went to fitness training with Matt Nickel, and that was really, really cool.
Lauren Goldenberg and Matt Nickel are 2 individuals that have worked with Gary Roberts for a number of years. Gary credits them with having gotten his career back on track and allowing him to come back to the National Hockey League after he broke his neck.
But you've got to do something to get your nervous system activated and get your core temperature up like Lauren spoke about.
It was so different, like the stuff we did, the plyometrics.
We learned how to do a dynamic warm-up, and you know, that's going to carry on to what we can do during the season.
Make sure you've got warm clothes to warm up. You want to have a sweat on before you go on the ice.
And then we got to go on the ice with Gary Roberts and Robbie Shrimp and Steve Monador, and those guys are just like, they're NHL players, but it just makes me realize how real my goal is.
We had a number of NHL players come through here, including Aaron Johnson and BJ Crombie, Jeff Skinner and Zach Dalpe. So did Matt Stajan. And Luke's brother, Braden Shen of the Philadelphia Flyers, as well came out to work with the kids.
They're real, like they're out there on the ice with us, and they don't look like they're not human, or they don't look like they have superpowers. It's just they're normal people that work hard, and it makes my goal that much greater.
Jason Spezza arrived at the camp on Thursday.
I'm looking forward to it. If you guys have any questions at any time, feel free to ask me. I'm a real approachable guy, and just enjoy it. And it's a great opportunity. Backhand around, good forehand. Have you done that stuff before? Very good. You should see how determined these kids are. It's awesome. You can tell they're all really excited and hungry to be here, and they want to get better, and they're just all ears, and some pretty good skill level out there.
Luke Shen walked in, met the kids again, Toronto Maple Leaf, so they were psyched to meet him is an understatement.
Work hard out there and have fun and
If you guys need any help with anything, let me know, or any questions, and yeah, it's going to be a good time.
One kid grabbed the control and said, "All right, Luke, I'm going to light you up right now. Let's go." It was a pretty light moment and a great moment for Luke to meet his team.
We did get one before. I keep doing this, I might start scoring some goals. They're working hard right now, and to perform some of these stick handling drills, it's pretty spectacular.
So Marty Biron worked with both the goalies in the morning, and he really worked with them a lot on lateral movements, going back to forth.
I'm going to start a book on those shooters right now to make sure that I'm ahead of the game when they break into the NHL.
Saturday morning, game day. Kids wake up, and obviously there was a different mood in the air. It's game day, and the kids fully understood that. And for them, this was a chance for the kids to shine and show what they can do in front of a national television audience.
I guess getting invited to this camp was pretty special for me, being from a small town. So for me, that's got to be it.
Welcome back. I'm now joined by Jeff Burke, Senior Vice President of Allstate. How did this idea come together?
Well, the NHLPA approached us about an opportunity of a game and a camp like this, and something that we could further give back to the community, something we're so involved with our 1,800 plus employees at Allstate Canada.
Once the game started, you quickly forget that the cameras are rolling, and they just got right into their routines.
Puck is dropped and we're underway. Pull up a chair and enjoy exciting Allstate All-Canadians action right here on TSN. Pocket picked by Ekblad, a 3-on-1 the other way, turns into a breakaway. Audet scores! Daniel Audet.
Some people say, some people go. If you love someone,
Josh Hosang from Thornhill, Ontario. Played with the Mississauga Rebels last year. Great stick handler. Dangling, waiting, scores! Oh, baby, what a goal! A beauty from Josh Hosang. And Team Spezza spills onto the ice. It is over. Team Spezza wins in a shootout. 10-9, the official final score.
A number of the NHL players came up to me and told me how impressed they were at just the professionalism of the entire camp, how well run it is, how everything just looked like an NHL camp. And again, that would not be possible without the generous support of Allstate Canada.
I'm happy to be helping the Allstate All-Canadians hockey program.
On behalf of the NHLPA, thank you, Allstate, for making the program such a great success.
that you love and know you got something from nothing.